Alright, what's up, everybody? We just watched the Sony E3 press conference, and we have a massive list to go through. We'll start with the most surprising game. The Last Guardian was the very first thing out of the gate. Joel, I'll give him credit, called it as soon as he saw some specks of dust floating through the tree. He was like, "It's Last Guardian." I was like, "How on earth can you know that?"
Because I just watched the trailer last week of the one back in 2009.
Yeah,
and it started the exact same way. So I was like,
"What'd you guys think of the Last Guardian? What they showed off? They showed off like
I
trust that I mean, of course they didn't show that much, but I trust that it's going to be really good based on
those are very special games. Like
I've never played them, so
they're fairly long games.
The Team Eco collection.
They're little works of art.
Yeah, they are. That's
especially the Team Eco collection for the PS4. Shadow of the Colossus.
You can get them on the PS Now, can you?
Can you?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow of the Colossus.
What's PS Now?
That's
you can stream. You can stream PlayStation games.
You get a week. You can get a week trial.
Shadow of the Colossus is a true work of art as a game.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of them for sure. I just never actually played them myself. Wow, Joel, you are spiking that.
I'm killing a spider.
Waveform nicely.
Joel, you alright? You good? Alright. Nah, we'll just keep going.
Is it dead?
This is fine.
I've been drinking for an hour and a half. Let's go.
Alright, yeah, so that's going to be amazing. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Then Horizon Zero Dawn. New game from the Guerrilla Games people. So it's
really good.
Alaskan Indians with Transformers in a post-apocalyptic
It reminded me of I Am Legend,
utopia.
but it reminded me of I Am Legend outside of the city.
Yeah,
but, you're kind of
but
tribal.
no zombies. Fortunately,
no zombies.
I'm so glad it's
robot
a post-apocalyptic
dinosaurs
game with no zombies.
Zombots.
Yeah,
that looks amazing. The art style looks
it looked incredibly polished too.
Yeah, the gameplay looked really good.
Everything looks.
Well, we always say they keep releasing series. We never get new IPs, but that was
There's
really
a lot
good
of
new IP.
There was a decent amount of new IP or IP that hasn't yet released yet, even if we've heard about it before tonight, for Sony at least. Then Hitman, which had the most generic hipster logo treatment that we've seen recently. The box with the white text in the middle. Yeah, just like Far Cry or every small coffee shop that's opened up recently. A bunch of other things. We didn't see any gameplay, but there's definitely a Hitman coming. We saw Street Fighter V, which looks just like Street Fighter 4, but a little bit better.
I wouldn't know.
Then No Man's Sky, very impressive demo. They showed the guy demoing it zoomed out from this one solar system past a couple thousand others, and then zoomed into a different one, warped to a planet, collected a thing,
shot down
some stuff.
a mountain or something.
Johnny's in the back nodding very enthusiastically.
Joel, you said you were a little.
I'm excited for it. It's just that I think it honestly could be a little bit like Destiny, where it has really polished controls flying around, but you go to it and just go, okay, well, every planet, I mean, it looks different, but what do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might get old after a while.
That's what I'm saying.
You terraform and conquer.
But I'm just saying, okay, the reason why Dave doesn't play Minecraft, I mean, you get lost in it, but, I don't really find much reason in Minecraft. There's not, motivation for me to do anything.
Yeah.
So I hope
the wonders of the universe will get old.
No, but the thing is, you're not going to be going out and seeing an entire civilization, talking with people, getting quests.
Yeah.
That's not there.
Yeah,
you're going to just be going, oh man, mountains and sweet. Okay, that's cool.
After a couple hundred planets,
that's the thing. If you go to a bunch of them,
similar.
But if there's caves and you find stuff and I don't know, if it's take this thing over to this planet or I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool, but I just wonder if it has enough to actually keep you playing for more than 10 hours.
We just haven't seen it much, and they said this is a tiny, tiny sneak peek, so we don't really know what all they're going to do. But
it is all connected.
Right now,
it is all connected, so you essentially could play with another or see another player, an online player. But it's just so massive you might never ever see anyone.
Right. Yeah.
We also don't know what the core gameplay is going to be. We saw some shooting, both some space shooting and some ground shooting. But we don't know, what is the game actually, is there a story?
I mean, the last time we saw it, there is none of that. Yeah. And I think, just recently, even 6 months ago, Sony took the game under their wings, and basically they're trying to make it a first-party game. They don't want it to be this third-party, just indie game that comes out. They want to make it full-featured. So I think they're honestly working with them to go, you need to put something in it that keeps people playing for a while. You know what I mean? Because it's just going, I upgraded my ship. And yeah. There needs to be a lot more in it.
That didn't work.
Can you make Destiny 2?
Well, no, Sony's not helping it.
So after No Man's Sky, we looked at Dreams from Media Molecule, the guys who made Little Big Planet, and we are all still confused as to what exactly Dreams is. And they said it takes people usually a couple hours to really understand what the game is. So the 5 minutes they showed us certainly didn't help.
Yeah.
If it gets, it can be as robust as the little demo they showed after, like that'd be amazing. Just the variety of stuff you could do.
Could create little.
It looks
movies
cool.
We
just don't know what it looks like. Like we don't know what it is, but it does look cool.
Yeah, honestly, not sure if it's like a interactive world or it's just you create little like 30-second animations of stuff. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
there might be a lot of
animate on
creations.
That's what I was guessing.
It might be.
Well, it's going to probably go through the same Little Big Planet. They have to all get checked, so there's not like random horrible.
I don't know about that.
I mean, they pay a lot of money to make sure Little Big Planet levels that people create are not horrible.
That's true.
Same as Trials HD and all those games.
Yeah, we'll see. Then we looked at Firewatch. Didn't really see any gameplay, just saw like a gameplay trailer. It looks to be some sort of mystery adventure game.
We've also seen all that footage before, too.
Oh, we have? Okay, this is the first time
there was like a 15-minute gameplay demo that came out. Yeah.
And I say people should watch that because the back and forth dialogue combined with the exploring and a couple of jumps in there really helped to show what the game was going to be about versus like the quick little demo that we saw tonight.
It looked good from what I remember. I mean,
the gameplay demo was excellent, I thought. The 15-minute one. I
like the art style.
Really good. The dialogue is witty. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of really funny and witty, we then looked at Destiny.
Which is a huge joke.
The new DLC, The Taken King, which sounds really cool. And all the trailer they showed was really cool. And it looks really cool if you've never played Destiny. If you played Destiny, you know, that enemy, you're going to kill him 1,000 times in this one particular room over the course of 30 meaningless quests.
What's weird is Borderlands is almost exactly the same, except it's the witty dialogue that keeps me
coming back. And the world of Borderlands is much bigger.
Yeah,
there's so many different areas to go to.
I mean,
Destiny is 4 areas, including the Citadel thing.
I mean, let's say you say all the DLC. You have about the same areas as Borderlands 2, but it's just, I think Borderlands 2 has just kind of ridiculous quests. Like, one, it's not going to shoot a guy. One is just going over and turning on a couple pipes, going over here talking with a guy who ends up being a bomb himself and then exploding. It's like, it's just like stupid.
Fun?
Yeah, they varied up. Like, every single mission in Destiny is go over there, scan an object,
and then
shoot a horde,
fight the waves while you wait for the object to finish
and it's
scanning.
like, you're done. Oh, man, it's so bad.
Didn't see that coming.
We'll move on from that to a game we were all super excited to see gameplay of, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The second time today, we saw a CG trailer and absolutely no gameplay. Moving on.
That's so weird.
Second CGI trailer, like a cut down one.
Is it just not ready to be shown? I mean, they showed off a clip.
It's coming out this fall. If it's not ready to be shown,
they showed off like weeks ago. Like
they were showing
a long clip,
a huge gameplay demo of Unity last year, and that was super broken when it released. So if they're not even showing gameplay, they keep saying it's playable on the E3 floor, but they won't show it to anyone at the conferences.
They posted gameplay to their YouTube channel today, but did not show it during the conference.
But they skipped out on the millions of eyes watching the press conference.
I don't know. Maybe people get pissed to see more of the game. They just wanted to. I don't know.
No.
I mean, even just a quick gameplay montage would have been better than just another.
But I would have been happy if I didn't see any Destiny gameplay. They just said there's a new DLC coming out.
Well, yeah, but you don't want Destiny to come out either.
But I wonder if that's the same.
Well, we'll move on. Another game we don't really know what it's going to be like. World of Final Fantasy looks super cutesy and stupid in my opinion. But
I don't know what's going on. I don't get it.
But if you like Final Fantasy, it's probably fun. But if you like Final Fantasy, you're definitely excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which they showed, and a whole lot of people got really excited because apparently they haven't played it on their iPhone and their 3DS and their GameCube.
Yeah, but those
aren't
real true remakes. Those are
just up ports.
Yeah, just little upgraded graphics. This is like a true remake.
Remaster, maybe?
Then this is more than those are remastered. This is
an actual from the ground up.
It's not a downgrade.
Because the original Final Fantasy VII was what, PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Can we call it an upgrade?
You can't upgrade PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4. Like, that doesn't even really work anymore, so...
It's a rebuild.
And then they showed off some indies, but they didn't really show them off. They showed 10 seconds each of Ronin, Iter, Mother Russian Bleeds, and Crossing Souls, and we don't really know anything about them.
They looked fun. They look like games
we'll be getting on PlayStation Plus within the next year.
Yeah, but that once I get them, I'll play them.
Yeah. A lot of side-scrollers.
That's what I grew up on.
Then Shenmue 3, they launched... Alright, I still take issue with this. They launched a Kickstarter in the middle of a press conference. Sony basically said, we believe in this. Not enough to give them $2 million. We believe in them enough to let you give them the money to make the game, which we'll let you also buy.
It's the same as everyone just buying the game after?
You're paying for a game that doesn't exist yet. That's the issue.
Who cares?
There's every other Kickstarter. I mean,
all the people who have backed failed Kickstarters.
I'm sure that guy who got the deal saying, "Hey, we're going to promote your Kickstarter at PlayStation," is like, "This is awesome."
People who have backed failed Kickstarters probably care. Just like the people who pre-ordered the last Guardian
people
years
who
ago
have
probably
failed
care.
Kickstarters, they don't back other Kickstarters then.
Maybe, but I'm saying like backing a Kickstarter is not like pre-ordering a game.
Yeah.
There's a lot more risk associated with it. I think it's dumb that Sony is just going very blatantly saying, "You guys take all the risk."
Because
honestly,
I think what deal they have. I mean,
they had a deal to promote it during the conference,
right? But they could have more than. I mean, they have exclusivity with them too. So we don't know what kind of actual money they're going to be giving them.
Sure, but
the fact that it's already a quarter of the way funded.
It could even be the guy who did the Kickstarter too, saying, "Hey, you promote this, you'll get a small percentage, but you don't have to pay for everything." But that you could probably actually work out a better deal for Sony that way than actually buying it straight up, because that means the director, the guy who made the game, gets more money himself.
Yeah. We honestly we don't really know anything about it yet.
The Kickstarter just passed $650,000.
Nice.
Here's the thing: with the Kickstarter like that, they're going to go so far above the $2 million that it makes a lot of sense.
$2 million seems even kind of low for this game. Like for any modern game that's supposed to be pretty big, $2 million's nothing.
Unless they've already been working on it.
Yeah.
And now
unless the Kickstarter was just a PR stunt to get everyone talking about it. Because, I mean, honestly, a game like this, $20 million wouldn't even be that much of a stretch. So,
no.
But then we saw a CG trailer for Arkham Knight, which is really weird because it comes out in a week. So you think they'd want to show off gameplay or something, but
that first person trailer, that was real.
That was a very...
You moved across the shiner.
That's going to be a small little segment,
of the exclusive content.
Yeah, it was exclusive content coming to the PlayStation 4, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. Then we saw not much of Project Morpheus. We saw what it really looks like.
Yeah, I was really surprised
they didn't show
anything, really.
They showed a couple clips of various games, but they were stretched to fit the regular screen, so they look basically
there
like
There are 2 or 3 more events this week that Sony's doing, showing off stuff, so they might be doing just an event for Morpheus.
Well, they said Morpheus was usable on the floor, right?
Yeah, so
but you think if they're going to show it off, they should do it during their keynote press conference, like.
But it might be one of those things where it's just kind of hard to explain.
So
you know what I mean? I don't know.
Then they showed off. Well, they didn't show off. They talked about briefly PlayStation Music launched. They rebranded, paired with Spotify, became the most downloaded app in PlayStation history. Whatever.
Yada yada.
Actually, cool though. PlayStation Vue is their TV streaming service, which isn't out yet, but it's launching in select markets. Then will go nationwide, and it'll be the first a la carte TV service where you pay for only the channels you want. That is revolutionary. That's something people have been wanting for years.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that could actually drive PlayStation sales, because that would be basically a $400 cable box.
And I think the price of the channel is pretty cheap, because if every channel is $15, I'm not paying $15 a month for Fox. Right. You know what I mean? I pay $15 a month for HBO because you get I'd say much higher quality content.
Fox you can get over the air. You may actually get that for free through the.
I know that, but it'd be cool if it was let's say it was $2 a channel, for those basic ones, and then Showtime.
Or if they at least start packaging.
For most people, even $4 or $5 a channel would be a decent deal.
Yeah,
based on what they're paying now. We don't know many details about it, but they briefly talked about it. Looks pretty cool as far as an idea goes. Then, as it turns out, as we predicted earlier today, Call of Duty is now being shown off in the Sony showcase.
State of the industry, I guess.
They were like the new boyfriend saying, the new exclusive home of Call of Duty. We treat her right. But they showed off Black Ops 3, which looks worse than Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it did not look great.
And it's too Call of Duty-like. There's just so much going on at any one time. We were bored during the demo where there's just stuff exploding every second. There's the abortion punch, which we got about 15 to 20 good jokes out of. But other than that, it was
good jokes.
We got a bunch of jokes.
There's jokes.
But other than that, it was kind of boring. But what wasn't boring is the presenter for Disney Infinity Star Wars Twilight of the Republic.
The man had some excitement in his body.
He was genuinely, him and the guy from Unravel were the most genuinely, you could tell this was making their year to be on this stage. I loved when the demo, or when the video ended, his mic cut on right when he went, no! As soon as the video ended, he was so sad it was going away.
I wanted to last forever!
He walked off stage and changed pants.
He's holding the ground they're pulling away.
No! And then we got another look at Battlefront, which they showed some co-op gameplay, which looked way better.
Completely different. I mean, not completely different, but it looked significantly better.
Today we saw Hoth, which is kind of white, and it didn't look that impressive. And today we saw stuff with more color in it. It looked way better.
And they showed a split screen too as well.
Yeah,
local split screen. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's what you said earlier today. If it had local split screen, you would play it with joy.
Well, I already told. I knew it had it. I mean, they showed it off a while ago.
If it's good, you would play it with joy.
Yeah, like if it was offline, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I'll
the
probably
best
enjoy that
part
more than I'll play online.
of that though was the guy at the end. Where he walked out of the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. That was what was that?
That was Shenmue.
Shenmue. Yeah. It was the guy standing up and he was just like rooting for it. Yeah, who was like this guy like nerdy glasses just standing up. He's like, yeah.
We know that guy.
The crowd ends and he just like has his face like, it's not coming out.
There was a guy at the end of the Shenmue. Everybody else was sitting down. This guy was standing up with his arms like out towards the screen.
Yeah. He's probably like a hardcore Shenmue fan, and he never would have thought they'd show off. It's been 14 years since the last game, and then the game he loves. He probably has a tattoo on his arm.
It looked like he was collapsing into his chair.
Yeah, he was like passing out.
Like, no, this is the single greatest moment of my life.
And then, Uncharted gameplay demo. Not that anyone doubted it, but that game looks amazing.
No doubts, but it actually surpassed. I think.
It was huge. The level was huge.
It's the biggest level I think we've seen in any Uncharted game so far, and it ran really well. It looked really great.
The destruction was incredible. Like just everything had physics to it.
It didn't look that innovative, like as far as Uncharted games go, but they have such a great formula. It's more Uncharted, just bigger and better, which is the best.
That last gameplay they showed before the traversal and stuff with
that was new.
That was really that was. But
this looked like
a step up.
More Uncharted, just really good. But it was great. That was a fantastic way to end the conference. Everyone knew they were going to end the conference that way.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta say, I'm disappointed that we didn't see any Gran Turismo 6 because it's the third freaking holiday season with no Gran Turismo, and it's a linchpin of the PlayStation.
Is that a car game?
Shut up.
I think Uncharted is more of a linchpin.
They did say PlayStation Vita twice out loud, so that was impressive. But I'm like you. I'm disappointed that we didn't really see anything actual from Project Morpheus, which means it's going to be at least next year before we see anything decent.
Well, that and the games that they listed
about you.
Oh,
you were probably playing on your phone and not listening.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't list any games that were worth $1 for Morpheus either. It was all like these little random.
Yeah, it was all
demo-y, like gimmicky.
Really, I heard there was a release date actually for Morpheus. Honestly,
not that they told us. They said
here,
they're going to announce a release date, which is like we're going to tell you later that we're going to tell you something.
I'm surprised, like with all the leaks of the controllers that are supposed to go with Morpheus. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything about that.
I thought they'd be showing that off if that leaked. Like,
maybe we'll see that later this week. Maybe it'll just be like a.
Again, why would you skip the keynote for something? They said it's going to be the best. I mean, they definitively said it will be the best VR experience you can get.
Yeah,
but they devoted 2 minutes of the conference.
Maybe just because I don't know, it's just too hard. It would take too long to explain.
They gave more time to Syndicate than they did to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Assassin's Creed.
But it was a trailer again.
I know, but I'm just saying, VR is very hard to like.
It is.
I know, but
if who else is going to show it off for them if they don't like? They don't have another major press conference unless they hold a special event. They don't have another.
I mean, for the next day, it's everyone playing games and stuff like that. So
pretty well. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but remember, HoloLens also like it's projecting something into the world.
I don't
like
care.
VR.
Yeah, but it looked way cooler than any VR I've tried.
They tried.
I've only tried VR once.
I mean, HoloLens is only going to be able to do certain things like that, but they do augmented reality. It's not VR, so that's the difference.
Yeah, but it looked really good and it worked.
Yeah,
we saw it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
I'm saying they're two different things that like one translates better to showing something on a 2D screen than VR. That's all I'm saying.
But they had a good opportunity to show off the controllers and the guy using it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they would have showed it off, but I feel like they kind of missed it.
Maybe they'll promote why it's immersive. They could have talked about any number of technical things.
They could have talked about all the games that will be coming to it, which is the most important thing, is not saying, oh, look at these indies.
The one good launch game that's going to really...
Exactly. They need to be able to say, like, here's a new Killzone, Call of Duty, Gran Turismo, The Last Guardian. Come on, guys, Gran Turismo is a big deal, okay?
They had a couple really good games. Like Last Guardian was a surprise. Obviously, Shenmue was a surprise. And
Last Guardian, that's not, like, surprise doesn't do it justice.
Surprise that it's actually...
People have been... That's the Half-Life 3 of PlayStation. Honestly.
That's, hey guys, Firefly Season 2, Kickstarter.
The popular joke people make is Naughty Dog put out a Jak and Daxter, 3 Uncharted games, and The Last of Us since this team has made a game.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's 4 of the best games on PlayStation 3.
I was very curious to see if it was actually going to look anything at all like they originally showed it off.
It's instantly recognizable as a Team Eco game as soon as you see the guy moving. It looks just like...
So we had that. We had the Horizon game. What was that?
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
And of course we saw the other games that were good, but I honestly don't feel like we saw much surprise from Sony.
Really? The art surprises were The Last Guardian, Horizon.
I'm talking about those. I mean, talking about their first party. Like, we didn't see a new God of War.
I mean, they did say they weren't showing off any first party.
That's stupid.
I know, but I mean, they said that, so I honestly wasn't.
Steven said the Xbox One Elite controller is $150. He must have just got some information. Well, forget that.
I'm not elite enough for that.
That's
I'm a filthy
insane.
casual.
That's
Too
insane.
precision for you.
Everyone, take that as a rumor until you hear more.
I know they weren't going to necessarily do first, but there were some games that they could have, more surprising games. I'm surprised though they didn't do Metal Gear.
Yeah, my prediction had been they were going to show off.
I don't think they need.
Think about it. Yeah, it's a big game for them coming out later this year. They could have cut out Assassin's Creed or Destiny. Destiny is a year old.
Remember,
they showed off Destiny DLC instead of the next Metal Gear Solid
it's probably
game.
Also, not Sony going, "Hey, we want to show your game off." They got to pay these companies money too to be able to show them off as well. It's not. Just,
I imagine the companies are paying.
The companies pay to get there, not.
I'm sure the companies will pay.
Sorry, that's what I meant. So I'm saying, like, for Metal Gear, I don't think they need to go. Hey, let's promote it.
It's Metal Gear Solid. It's not like some random company.
They promoted 3 E3s in a row.
I know, but this is the year it's coming out, supposedly.
Yeah.
So,
again, we got another trailer and a DLC video.
I mean, you figure it's
That's.
I'm so pissed off about the Assassin's Creed Syndicate thing. Like, they had so many opportunities to show you 1 second of gameplay footage, and they skipped all of them to show you multiple CG trailers.
I wonder if we're going to hear something.
And the CG trailers are the same stuff you've been seeing since Assassin's Creed 1, the super fast, stylized stabbing, which is never going to happen. They should have showed when she was killing those people in that smelter room, them all circling around her while she fights them one at a time. Like, they didn't show that in the trailer, but that's exactly what it's going to be like.
I mean, they could have shown Uncharted's collection.
Yeah.
They could have shown the God of War remaster. I mean,
but then
but they showed The Last Guardian and they showed a major new IP, which is impressive.
No, I mean that was fantastic.
I mean, remember Horizon Zero Dawn.
What's that?
Yeah, the Horizon. If they'd saved that for like right after PlayStation View, that would have been a good time. Yeah, I think Black Ops 3 was supposed to be a major get, but I think all the PlayStation fans were excited about.
It would be kind of nice if Call of Duty actually just like bombed once and then just like. Bye.
World at War kind of bombed for me.
Problem, it can't bomb once.
Well, yeah, World at War was.
Think about Activision. It can't bomb once. Tony Hawk bombed like 4 years in a row before they put a hole in it. Then they waited 3 years and they're like, guess what's coming back?
They made 2 of those games with the board. I mean, come on.
No one wanted it the first time.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
I got.
How many Guitar Hero games did they shit out before they're like, all right?
They also made the Wii one.
What's the snowboarder guy? Sean White?
Sean White
snowboarding with the wee little like. Or I had the.
How fun was that?
I had the
board.
It was kind of fun actually, but and then I tried the skate on it. It was so bad. Like,
well, you're standing on like the Wii fitness board thing.
So
really? Some part of it was actually pretty cool. Some of them not bad ideas. But.
So how would you rate all the conferences so far?
Yeah, let's put them in order. Well, you guys are going to be like, Bethesda.
I mean, yeah.
Bethesda.
Wait. Let's start from the bottom. Number 5, EA. All right, that was easy. Number 4, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Except Ghost Recon.
That
they didn't have that.
That puts Ubisoft a little bit higher for me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about the other stuff they showed.
But that's a big deal. That looks
Just Dance.
Yeah.
Remember
they showed off that horrible Just Dance. Okay, so number 4. I mean, really, the only bad conference was EA. Everyone else was pretty decent.
Yeah.
The number 3, then it gets harder.
Sony.
You think Sony?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I probably agree with that. And then Personally, I would put Bethesda 2, Microsoft 1, but you guys are so excited for Fallout 4. It's a killer IP for you guys, so I'm assuming you put Microsoft 2, Bethesda 1.
Yeah. The amount of surprises, I think, for Bethesda, and just how laid back their conference was, it didn't feel like a giant corporate, flashy, LED laser show, fog machine conference. It felt like hey guys, we like making cool things. Here's cool things, and things to accessorize our cool things.
I think your ranking of the conferences will entirely depend on how much you like Fallout, because, like, again, I think this game looks great, but I'm not super attached to the Fallout franchise. Yeah. So I'm like, that was a really good press conference.
The quality of the content that they gave, like compared to any other conference, they gave a lot of good stuff without giving away spoilers and detail. Yeah. I mean,
they did.
The same with like the crafting, 4, like they show a good chunk of it. That's like that's what the game looks like. You know what I mean?
Now, but I will say the only thing shown this entire conference that actually blew my mind, like people say that stuff blows their mind as hyperbole all the time, but the Microsoft HoloLens demo, if I was going to pick 5 minutes out of this entire show so far that I really couldn't believe what I was watching, it was HoloLens.
Well, I'm more...
Because Uncharted looks amazing, Horizon looked amazing, Fallout 4 looks fantastic, but HoloLens I didn't think was possible while I was watching it happen, and they were saying, this is really happening right now. Yeah. It doesn't even seem real.
Yeah, as much as I was excited about Fallout, and I loved every second of watching that presentation, my mouth was open the entire time. I was watching HoloLens. I was just like...
And not because you were sleeping like during EA.
No, I was flattering.
Your mouth was open most of the time through FIFA, too.
Awful follow-up. EA after that HoloLens presentation.
Yeah, EA didn't even have the good Battlefront demo. It's their game.
It's coming out this year. I think they're effed.
Battlefront?
Yeah.
No, they're not, because it's Star Wars.
No, I'm saying I think the game is screwed.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be good at all, honestly.
Really? At all?
They should turn over the social media promotion to the hardline social media team. That'll help them out.
The game's going to sell, but I'm saying the game as a whole. Like,
your galaxy is your family.
They didn't show off like Uncharted 4 or The Last Guardian. That footage was like, oh, this looks actually legit. Like it's gonna work well. It's gonna be good. Like, it's like it's like maybe 2.5 minutes of Star Wars Battlefront. I'm like, what the heck? It's coming out this year. I don't know.
Yeah, there might be more stuff later this year, but I don't know. That seems kind of weird.
I mean, the Star Wars music's gonna reel me in. And I'm gonna get.
He'll probably fly some YouTubers out to play it. He'll come back and go, "Oh my gosh, guys, it's so much different."
Dave's gonna go to London and do the Star Wars.
He's gonna go to Skywalker Ranch to play on PlayStation 4.
They're actually gonna put you out in Antarctica.
I don't know.
You guys free.
You haven't chilled enough this year. You're probably not in.
I'm off a lot of lists, I think. And from the sound of it, a lot of other people are off a lot of lists this year.
And they don't seem too upset about it, most of them.
Nope.
What lists?
Lists of people who shill for EA in Battlefield.
Yeah, that lasted like a year and a half.
Were you on a list of shill?
People who shill?
I got flown to London to play Battlefield 4 on a release console.
So, you can still hate it. You obviously didn't show on Hardline.
No.
Moving on. It's been a great set of press conferences. Tomorrow is Nintendo and PC Gamer.
No, Square Enix
and PC Gamer. We're probably going to be watching that all separately from each other.
PC's going to wrap it up.
It could be kind of okay, or it could be crazy awesome, because it's their first year.
Squad, SLI, together.
That's the thing I hope that doesn't happen again. Like, who wants to talk about graphics card technology?
I would laugh. That would actually be kind of awesome if they came out and just totally lived it up like that.
I hope they...
Guys, it's PC time!
CPU! There's the MSI Gamer Extreme Dragon Quantum Fire.
They didn't start with like the Wii music thing, but everyone's holding graphics cards like...
But, they could totally pull a PlayStation 4, like a launch press conference, if they came out and they were showing off, like, here's the new AMD Fury and the Fury X. They're so fast. Here's how amazing they are, and they're $500, and you can buy one today. People would have the same reaction. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of people who are excited about this conference.
I think the hardest part with the PC is, like, what are they going to show that's going to be like, oh, I want to buy 2 insane graphics cards. You know what I mean? Like, Tomb Raider, like that.
If Valve showed off their VR headset, if they sent that along to be showed off
with Half-Life 3,
if they showed off a PC exclusive game that was just like no one's ever heard, it's like, boom, this is like insane. That would be awesome.
This is like insane.
But it's like you could play Tomb Raider with extra hair physics. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be cool.
That's what we need is 20 minutes of NVIDIA GameWorks demos. Volumetric smoke. Volumetric smoke.
But like, like that the Unreal demo that came out.
I think they're going to go legit. I don't think it's just going to be a big tech demo. I think it's going to be no different than the other. I think they're going to. They're going to have their own list of games.
You think it's going to be that big? PC Gamer doesn't have the juice to put that on. AMD has been like poor for years. It can't be that big.
I mean, Valve did announce Dota, whatever, Source 2 version.
Yeah, they announced that a year ago.
Pretty sure they'll show that off. It's like, yay, I'm going to spend $2,000.
Okay, you can be not excited, but like the 35 million people who play Dota every day
I'm not talking about the game. I'm saying for like as a PC game, it's like, yeah, buy $2,000 worth of graphics cards to run Source 2 Dota. Right. You know what I mean? Like the game's going to be cool, but it's also top down. It's not like like an Unreal Engine demo where it's like this is a full game. You're going to
most of the amazing PC experience you can't show off on a stream. You can't show off 144 FPS or 4K. Like you just can't really.
No,
show
but
that
you can show off like some of the modding capabilities of games.
That's true.
I mean, if you're talking about the modding capability and what was the game?
Which one? Fallout. I mean, with the modding thing.
Modding. What game had modding?
Daisy Arma.
It was Doom. Right?
Doom?
No.
Backroad chuckles.
But yeah, it's been a really awesome press conference so far. Since we are not all going to be in the same place tomorrow, we'll see about doing Nintendo, Square Enix, and I mean, like some of you guys are going to be at work, right?
Yeah.
So we might in the evening we might have to bust out a couple
Or I could honestly take a few minutes during the day.
Okay, we'll work it out. We'll try to get you guys a casual conversation or two after those press conferences. But thank you to. You can get us a conference room?
I can book a conference room for us, yes.
Sweet.
So we can all just,
That sounds very legit.
Yeah, yes.
I have a conference call.
Debbie, our booking agent.
Xbox One had the Fallout 4.
Debbie, get on that.
No.
And the booze
Oh, was it?
It was Fallout 4. Yeah, they had it was
It's weird, but I know what it means. Anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Stay casual.
Bye.